Hello and welcome to InfoBurst, dear viewers. We hope you are doing well. Today we are going to talk the dramatic rise and fall of Sheikh Hasina Wajid, from longest serving PM to exile. Viewers, Sheikh Hasina's story is one of the dramatic highs and lows, beginning with her rise to power as the longest serving Prime Minister of Bangladesh and ending with her abrupt resignation and flight from the country. This script delves into the details of her political career, the controversies that surrounded her, and the recent events that led to her ousting. Viewers, Sheikh Hasina, born in 1947, has been a prominent figure in Bangladeshi politics for decades. Her journey began in earnest when she was elected as Prime Minister in 1996. Following a successful election campaign by the Awami League, the political party founded by her father Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. Hasina's initial tenure was marked by significant economic progress. She liberalized the economy, attracted foreign investments, and saw a rise in living standards. Bangladesh, under the leadership of Sheikh Hasina, became a global hub for garment exports, an industry that significantly boosted the country's economy. Her focus on education and healthcare also earned her widespread praise. Viewers, despite these achievements, Hasina's tenure was not without controversies. Her relationship with the judiciary became strained, leading to accusations of politicizing the judicial system. Her crackdown on political dissent, particularly against the Islamist Jamaat-e-Islami party, drew criticism from human rights groups. Her first term as Prime Minister ended in 2001 when she was defeated by her arch-rival Khalida Zia. Hasina's return to power in 2009 marked the beginning of a new phase in her political career. She won the elections with a landslide victory, and from there she consolidated her hold on power, winning 2 more terms through elections that were marred by allegations of rigging and intimidation. Whereas her government's aggressive stance against political opposition led to severe criticism both domestically and internationally. Opposition parties frequently accused her administration of using state machinery to silence dissent, with reports of arbitrary arrests and harassment becoming increasingly common. One of the darkest moments in Hasina's life came in 1975, when her father Sheikh Mujibur Rahman and most of her family were assassinated in military coup. Hasina and her sister Sheikh Rahman were abroad at the time and survived the massacre. After the coup, Hasina and her sister took refuge in the home of Bangladesh's ambassador to West Germany before being granted political asylum in India. She was only permitted to return to Bangladesh in 1981, marking the beginning of her long and tumultuous political career. Despite her long tenure and significant contribution to Bangladesh development, Hasina's opponents have constantly accused her of growing increasingly autocratic. They called her a threat to the country's democracy, a sentiment that grew stronger over time. This situation escalated dramatically in recent months when protests against her government's move to reintroduce a controversial job quota. turned into a mass movement against her regime. The government's harsh response to the protest, including the use of coercive power and the killing of hundreds of protesters, public anger, and led the widespread violence. Whereas the protest, which started with students opposing the job quota system, soon turned into a mass uprising. The allocation of 30% of government job to the families of freedom fighters had been abolished following protests in 2018. But its reintroduction this year was seen as a move to pack state institutions with Awami League loyalists. The use of coercive power by the administrations to crush the demonstrations only intensified the anger, leading to violent street battles. Bangladesh has not witnessed such violence in its over 50-year history as a state. The unrest highlighted the deep-seated discontent with Hasina's administration. The rising cost of living and growing unemployment among the young further fueled the unrest. Whereas despite being one of the fastest growing economies in the region, the gap between the haves and have-nots in Bangladesh had widened significantly. Inflation, which touched double digits in recent months, added to the public discontent, sparking a powerful uprising against the regime. The situation reached a boiling point on August 5 when Sheikh Hasina resigned and fled Bangladesh. She boarded a military copter with her sister, making the end of her 15-year rule. Shortly after her departure, Bangladesh Military Chief General Waqaruzzaman announced plans to seek the President's guidance on forming an interim government. The military has now taken control, putting in place an interim administration. Whereas Hasina's resignation marks a significant moment in Bangladesh history. Whereas in conclusion, the dramatic rise and fall of Sheikh Hasina is a story of power, controversy, and ultimate downfall. Her tenure as the longest-serving Prime Minister of Bangladesh saw significant economic growth and development, but was also marred by allegations of human rights abuses. The recent protests and her subsequent resignation highlight the deep-seated discontent with her administration and the public's demand for change. As Bangladesh moves forward, it must address these issues to build a more democratic and just future. Thank you for watching InfoBurst.